Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, is live here tonight for some Monday night action. We are with the Wheels America Racing Cup Series here, and we are at Iowa. Right now, Steve Tucker, top of the board here in some qualifying action. Still a handful of, well, not a handful, a couple more cars to hit the track, but folks, it's about official. Looking like Steve Tucker's going to be on the pole here tonight as Robert Hassong looks to be wrapping up his final lap. He's going to cross the line, not going to be enough, and we're going to call it official, folks. Quick time, Steve Tucker, top of the board, going to start off from the pole position here tonight. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in, spending your Monday night right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure click that like button on the video, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, let us know who you're pulling for. Folks, we're going to be getting started here in just a bit. We are ready to roll here, folks. We got 3 stages of action for you tonight. Stage 1 going to be at the end of lap number 34. Then we're going to have one at the end of lap 69. And then we're going to go all the way here in the Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa. Let's get gridded up here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Hutchinson Motorsports TV bringing you the action live here tonight. Tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Missing from the front row in the pole position here tonight, it's going to be the #1 from Harpoon Design, Steve Tucker. On his outside in the 5, William Robbins. Row number 2 on the inside, going to be the 41 of Michael Kurzelik on his outside. The 51, Josh Larson. Row number 3 on the inside in the 88, league owner Matthew Fleming on his outside. The 55 in the Wheels America machine, Thomas Meeks III. Row number 4 on the inside in the 54, it's going to be Brian Burchett on his outside. In the 29, Robert Hassong. Row number 5 on the inside, going to be the number 8, Dennis Ansman on his outside. In the 23, the dirtiest driver in the business, bump and run, Jesse Becker. Row number 6 on the inside. In the 12, Frankie Barroso on his outside. The 09, Derek Fox. Going back into row number 7, gonna be the 24, J.R. Schomber on his outside. The 36 from Blackout Motorsports, Dylan Marante. Row number 8 on the inside. In the 13, Michael Lanfear on his outside. In the 11, Dakota. Row number 9 on the inside, going to be the 45 from DraftKings, Christian Taylor on his outside. The 65, Mitch Diamond. And in the final row, it's going to be Landon Bednar's Chris Essery. So there is your starting lineup here tonight. We are in Iowa. Grab you some corn, get you an ice cold beverage, because we're going racing next time around. Steve Tucker going to be your pole sitter. William Robbins starting on his outside with a jam-packed field of cars. Looks like 20 cars signed in here tonight on the world's #1 streaming service. That's right, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, bringing you the action live here tonight. Appreciate you folks tuning in as always. Let us know in the chat who you're pulling for, though, folks. We know we got some Christian Taylor fans out there, Jesse Becker as well. Many, many others. Be sure before this race gets started, so you don't forget, click that like button as well. But the pace truck is in. Field is set. We are ready to roll. The Harpoon Design 155 is underway. Clean and green through the corner. Look out, they're junking it. In the back, looks like we might have a save here. Still rolling. What a save. I believe it was Dylan Morante who got briefly hooked around. Able to save it and keep it rolling. What a save there into turn one. We are still clean and green as Dylan Morante's got that 36 machine back rolling. But we jump back up to the front here. Steve Tucker, your race leader, your pole sitter. He is out front. Let's hop on board. Taking it easy. You see he's off throttle a very long time. Steve Tucker out front trying to maintain pace. Go back in the field a bit here. Michael Lanphier currently cruising in the 16th position out of Colorado Springs. Meanwhile, we drop to the rear. Look at Christian Taylor out of Delco, North Carolina. He's in the 17th position. His 45 machine, it's not very fast. Christian Taylor doing the best he can. Going further up in the field, his teammate bumping around. Jesse Becker currently in 11th. He is a field fielder here tonight. Jesse Becker right in the middle of the pack. Running in the 10th position, Frankie Barroso. Not sure what's gotten into him. What a terrible qualifying effort from Frankie Barroso. But I'm sure he's going to find himself out front like he always does. Jumping up into the top five here, we got Josh Larson cruising in the 4th position, right in front of Matthew Fleming in 5th. San Antonio Karting Complex on the car here for the Springfield, Missouri native, Josh Larson. So we're single file out front here. Short first two stages here tonight. Again, 34 laps is all it's going to be. But we go back to the 6th position out of San Antonio. It's going to be Thomas Meeks III cruising around here. We're part of this single file crew out front. Really no battles on the track right now. Everybody's single file. Robert Assange cruising in 10th out of Essexville, Michigan. We're here again, folks, at Iowa in the Harpoon Design 155. Head on over harpoondesign.com. Paint start at just $25. So let's go up to the Harpoon Design Blip. Take a look. What a view. A little foggy out here tonight, but Brantley Roden flying that thing as low as he can to the track, getting these beautiful shots for us here. harpoondesign.com. Paint start just $25. Steve Tucker, still your race leader out of Boston, Massachusetts. Here with the Flim Dogs Racing League Wheels America Racing Cup Series. We're already almost, we're getting close to halfway done here in stage number 1 as we roll into lap number 11 here at this short track. Let's pull up some race information for you. Here we are in Newton, Iowa. The 9/10 of a mile track of Iowa, so less than a mile long. 77-degree track, Tim. Nice and cool out for these drivers. That's really about all the info you need. But I'm going to give you some more info, though, folks. Iowa Speedway is home of the Dale Jr. 400, I call it. It's got a fancier name, but all you need to know is this is a Dale Jr. 400 on iRacing. It is a team event. You log in with 2 racers on your team, and you guys run mini stocks around here for 400 laps. And you know what? Last year was the inaugural race in friendly officials, and you want to know who won the inaugural race? That's right, yours truly, Blake Hutchinson and Jesse Becker happened to sit in the car as well. So me and Jesse teamed up. It was primarily me. We got the job done, and we parked it in Victory Lane. This is not a joke, folks. I have a certificate. This is true stuff, and it was honestly an incredible feeling to get the job done, to carry Jesse along to a victory here in the Dale Jr. 400. And we look to maybe repeat our title this season, because I believe this race is coming up here in the next week or two. But let's just say, though, folks, I know a thing or two about Iowa Speedway. Again, I am a winner here in a mini stock, much more important and better than winning in a cup car, in my opinion. So, again, I am an expert at Iowa. These drivers all week long were calling me, asking for tips and pointers, and I just, I can't help everybody. So I helped out where I could, but I just can't teach everybody how to drive this speedway of Iowa. It's just so, It's just a tough thing, It's a real technical track. You got to know what you're doing. And thankfully, I do. But we drop back in the field here. Dakota Collins in the 13th position. In the chat, we got Danielle Taylor tuned in. She's rooting for Christian Taylor. Might even be rooting a little bit for Jesse Becker. I don't know, though. Might not be. I don't know. If I was Danielle, I would not be rooting for this guy, Jesse Becker. He is bound to let you down. But right now, we got a door-to-door battle here. Dylan Marante duking it out there with the 65 of Mitch Diamond. We saw there going into turn one, Marante got hooked around, had a big save to keep this thing rolling. Never had a caution. But we're rolling into lap number 18 this next time around here, folks. We got a big battle there, 3 wide. They're probably going to junk it, but we're going to switch up to the front anyways. We can only watch them race for last so long. Right now, Brian Burchett cruising in the 9th position, right behind Frankie Barroso and Dennis Ansman. I might be drunk. Just kidding, folks. I am not drunk. But out front, Steve Tucker, your race leader. He's led every single lap trying to keep it that way. Let's see if he can get the job done and bring home stage number 1. Boy, how about this guy right here, Chris Essery out of Bakersfield, California, running dead last. This guy is slow and he's jumped. This 20 machine of Chris Essery is not good here at Iowa. He should have given me a call during the week. Let's hop on board here, see what he's doing all wrong. Oh, yeah, he's driving this track all wrong. I can tell you that right now, folks. Boy, Chris Essery needs to sign up for some lessons at Iowa. I might be able to help him out for the right price. Oh, yeah, that's all wrong, Chris. Not going to work, buddy. Enjoy last. Steve Tucker still your race leader out front here, heading into lap 22 in front of this sold-out crowd. These fans, they were eating corn like nothing you would believe earlier, folks. I went down there, everybody's just stuffing their face with corn. They're literally just throwing them on the grill, and they're just eating the corn straight up. No drinks or anything, just straight up corn here at Iowa. These fans just absolutely love it. They live on corn. Oh, Bugs Ear in the chat. That is Chris Essery's grandmother. I'm sorry, Bugs Ear. She just heard me talk bad about Chris Essery, who's running dead last. If Grandma's watching, Chris, get on the gas and get up front. What are you waiting for? I'm trying to help him out. But Josh Larson cruising around in the 3rd position out of Springfield, Missouri. 12 laps left to go, make it 11 here in stage number 1. Dennis Ansman currently sitting in the 8th position out of Warren, Ohio. Good-looking number 8 machine from Dennis Ansman. Meanwhile, Frankie Barroso has worked himself up to the 6th position after starting in 11th. Has found his way up to 6th. Quiet night so far, but a good one for William Robbins in the second position. He's been second all night long, just waiting to pounce on your race leader of Steve Tucker. Connor Gerard in the chat says, this has been clean racing so far. Well said, Connor. Absolutely the case, but here comes William Robbins. He has run down your race leader, Steve Tucker. Can he make the pass? He's got just 8 laps left to go here in stage number 1. We got a side-by-side battle back here in the back. Christian Taylor trying to get around Landon Bednarz. Folks, this is for the 16th position. It's like watching paint dry, watching these two race side-by-side. We're on board Landon Bednarz with the Wise Owl Wash on the car out of Victoria, Texas, trying to hold off that slow number 45 DraftKings machine of Christian Taylor. Meanwhile, Chris Essery has worked himself up to 18th. Congratulations, Chris. You're no longer in last. That title now goes to J.R. Schomber in last, trying to find a way around Dakota Collins. These guys are duking it out for dead last on the track. Battle for the race lead continues as William Robbins is definitely the faster car for the time being, but Steve Tucker trying to hold him off for just 4 more laps here at Iowa. Uh-oh, Bugs here in the chat says, eat your words, here comes my grandson. Chris Essery is working towards the front. But we're going to stay tuned on this battle for the race lead. William Robbins trying to figure out a way to get around this one car of Steve Tucker. Boy, looks like Robbins can get to that back bumper of Tucker, just cannot find a way around him. Tough to pass here tonight at Iowa, especially out front. When you're the leader and you have the clean air, good luck somebody behind getting around. Looking at your HMS TV hard charger board, Frankie Barroso is your hard charger. He's gained 5 positions since the start of this race, currently in the 6th position. But we jump back out front here. Steve Tucker, still your race leader. 1 lap left to go here in stage number 1 in the Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa. Going into turn 3 for the final time here in stage number 1. Robbins going to try the top. Not going to be enough. Steve Tucker out front. Coming out of turn 4, Robbins gets into the wall. Checkered flag there. Steve Tucker wins stage number 1. So that's going to bring out the yellow here. Steve Tucker, your stage 1 winner. Let's get him in here for a quick interview before we go to break. Steve, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Hey, clean stage for you there. You know, you start on the pole and you bring home the stage 1 win. Did the car feel pretty good?
It didn't feel bad. Definitely didn't use my tires as well as I would have liked right there. So now I know how to kind of manage them the second half. But the sun's going down and the car's probably not going to feel as good. It's going to get tighter. So we'll see. We're going to pit stop now and see what happens.
Yeah, now you thinking any pit road changes with the sun going down, or you're just going to maybe drive a little differently?
A little differently, definitely saving the right front, and just maybe dial back some brake bias so that I get some more rears, get this thing turning into the corners and go from there.
All right, well, hey, we wish you the best of luck as you head down pit road as your race leader. So there's Steve Tucker, race leader. He's going to lead the pack down pit road. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back for stage number 2 in the Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa. We are back here at the Harpoon Design 155 at Iowa. Your front row is going to be Steve Tucker on the inside, Josh Larson on the outside. We are ready to roll. Pace truck is in front of this sold-out crowd here at Iowa Speedway as they roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air. Car hard into the wall. Caution is out. That is unfortunate there. I believe Landon Bednar's involved. Let's take a look. Oh, no, it's the 88. And cars in the back involved. So the 88 gets turned here, it looks like. Here we go, folks. Take a look at this replay. So the 88 on the top side here, starting 4th. Into the zone here. Oh, Josh Larson just never goes. Yeah, Josh Larson couldn't go. The 88 just kind of ended up looping it into the wall. Handful of cars involved in the back as well. Chris Essery junk. J.R. Schomburg junk. Bugs here in the chat is not happy. Chris Essery has some damage. But we're going to rack them up. We're going to do it again here, folks. We are in lap number 42 this time around. Steve Tucker, your race leader. We may as well take another quick break. We will be right back. We are back here at Iowa, bunched up and ready to roll. Going to be dropping the hammer and going green once again. Here for stage number 2. Currently rolling into lap number 45 out of this 175 lap event here. Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa Speedway. Appreciate all you folks tuning in, spending your Monday night right here as the pace truck heads in. Field is set as they roll into the juicy spot of restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Looking clean going into turn 1. We got one in the back, a little swirly here. Let's see if they keep it going. Yes, they do. I see Chris Essery might have wrecked here. Let's see what happened on this restart for this 20 machine. Here's the green flag. Chris Essery goes into the corner here. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Well, Bugs Ear is not happy after that. Chris Essery out of Bakersfield, California. He's jumped. Still green. Boy, been a rough race here for Chris Essery. Ran last for a while. Then he got involved in 2 wrecks. So, not a night to remember here for that 20 machine. DeWalt might want to pull their sponsorship after a night like this. But Steve Tucker way out front here, starting to pull away and put it on to Josh Larson. William Robbins currently sitting in the 3rd position with Frankie Barroso 4th. And rounding out your top 5, Thomas Meeks the 3rd. Hopping on board here with Thomas Meeks out of San Antonio on the back bumper of Frankie Barroso. Single file through the front here. Again, passing is at a premium here tonight. And how about Christian Taylor here? Might have had a good pit stop or something. Looks like he's worked himself up to the 10th position. He might be your hard charger right now. Let's pull up your HMS TV hard charger board right now. Frankie Barroso, Christian Taylor, both 7 positions gained since the start of this race. Jesse Becker currently in the 11th position. He's been in 11th all night long. It's like he refuses to get into the top 10. Might be allergic to the top 10. Jesse Becker. Matthew Fleming after junking it there on that restart. When Larson had some troubles getting going, Fleming got into the back of him, ended up hooking it into the wall. Currently back up to the 14th position, though. And as you see, it's basically single file through the whole field. Out front right now, your race leader still Steve Tucker. Go up to the Harpoon Design blimp here. Steve Tucker out front with Josh Larson behind him in 2nd. 3rd place, William Robbins, Frankie Barroso, Thomas Meeks, Robert Hassan, Brian Burchett, Derek Fye, Dennis Ansman, and Christian Taylor. Rounds out your top 10. Here you're watching a battle for the 11th position. Michael Lanfair making the pass on Jesse Becker, who is a rolling chicane here at Iowa. Get out of the way, Jesse. Christian Taylor hold on to a top 10 run here. Good job so far for him. Still a long way to go. We're only in the lap number 55 this next time around out of the 175 lap event. Stage 2 has about 15 laps remaining here, folks. Steve Tucker looks like he's probably going to sweep the stages tonight. Appreciate you folks tuning in. Be sure to click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
There we go. My mic was not working there for a moment, but we are back. You just watched Michael Lanphier. He made the pass on both Christian Taylor and Jesse Becker. He passed 2 Storm Motorsports cars in about, I don't know, 3 laps. He said, these Storm Motorsports cars are not very quick. I'm going to get around them real fast. And that's what he did. Finds himself in the 10th position. But Steve Tucker out front, your race leader, here with just 10 laps left to go in stage number 2 in the Harpoon Design 155. If you're looking for a paint scheme, folks, look no more. Head on over harpoondesign.com. Paint start at just $25. Super simple task there, folks. All you do, you go over to the website. There is a form to fill out. Brantley Roden will reach back out to you within a day or 2. Tucker looking to sweep the stages here tonight. Out front, your race leader looks to be the favorite to win this thing if he can get the job done on pit road. 8 laps left to go here in stage number 2. Brian Burchett cruising in that 6th position. Been a solid night for him. Started in 7th, running 6th, been top 10 all night long. Christian Taylor continues to lose spots. He's back to 13th here as he lets Jesse Becker get around him. Might have burned up his tires a little bit too quick there for Christian Taylor. Christian Taylor, please report back to the rear. The Virginia native William Robbins, who tacked on a win earlier here, I believe it was last week if I'm not mistaken. Trying to piece together another podium finish here at Iowa. Good run for him so far in that number 5 machine, William Robbins. Danielle Taylor in the chat here, pulling for Jesse and Christian. Meanwhile, Chris Esri, we saw him junk it not too long ago. He's got some major damage on the front end of that car. Currently running 18th. He's trying to limp this thing into stage number 3 here. Maybe get that car fixed up. But Steve Tucker, still your race leader. And here comes Larson. Steve Tucker giving up some major ground here. Can he hold on and win this stage? We're on board with Josh Larson in the 2nd position, trying to make a move on Steve Tucker. Going to be 3 laps left to go here in stage number 2. And here comes the 5 of Robbins. Going to be a 4-horse race here for the battle for the stage win, as Frankie Barroso is right behind him. Door to door down the back stretch. Can Josh Larson finish the pass on the high side? Oh, Tucker up the track, he doors him. At the line, Josh Larson, new race leader here for stage number 2. Boy, Steve Tucker was thinking of junking him there for the stage win. Thought otherwise at the last second, but Josh Larson takes over the top spot. 2nd place goes to Robbins. Barroso takes over 3rd. So Tucker falls off pace hard there, goes from the lead to 4th there, all within 1 lap. White flag in the air for stage number 2. Josh Larson, the point man, trying to bring home a big stage win here at Iowa in the Harpoon Design 155 as he goes down the back stretch for the final time. Clear track ahead of him out of turns 3 and 4. Green and white checkered flag in the air. Josh Larson wins stage number 2. Wow, what a move there. Josh Larson out of nowhere makes the pass, steals the stage win. Let's get a quick interview here for Mr. Josh Larson. Josh, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, out of nowhere there, you pulled off the pass. There are just 2 laps left to go, bringing home the stage win here in the Harpoon Design 155.
Yeah, Steve's got some speed, but I noticed on the long run, He started suffering and looks like he started getting loose and hit the wall. I broke a little something, and just like last week, we've got to take advantage of this. It's
Yeah.
a winning in for us.
Yeah, has to feel good, though, getting the stage points nonetheless. And you definitely have a good shot to maybe find a victory lane here in 100 laps.
I hope so. Hope we're talking to you later.
Hopefully so. Well, hey, we wish you the best of luck for the rest of this one as you head down pit road as the race leader.
Thanks a lot.
So there's Josh Larson, your stage 2 winner. They're going to head down pit road. Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break and be right back. You're not going to miss much. Don't you go anywhere. You're going to want to see the end of this one. Stage 3 coming up next.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Attention, Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed. Feel the speed, the thrill, the chase, racing hard, set the pace, earning rubber victory inside. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV clip ignites the night. Feel the speed, the thrill, the chase, racing hard, set the pace, burning rubber victory in sight. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV clip ignites the night.
We are back here at Iowa. William Robbins taking over the race lead off of pit road. He's going to be the leader for the first time of the evening. On his outside, going to be Josh Larson. Row 2, you got Frankie Barroso and Steve Tucker, but the field is set. We're ready to roll. Pace truck is in as they roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at Iowa. It is a hornet's nest of cars right here as they're 3 wide through half the field, it looks like. Keep an eye out. Are they going to junk it here as they go into turns 3 and 4? It is a hornet's nest again. You can throw a blanket in. There they go. Into the wall is 5. And the 88 involved as well. Matthew Fleming jumped. Trying to find on my event log here, folks. We might have to do the old ghetto job and do a manual rewind. We know Matthew Fleming involved. Let's take a look at this incident. So look in front of him. The 09 comes down the track, self-spins. Fleming goes down, back up, hard into the wall. I think he's already used his fast repair, folks. So it's going to be tough for the Van Wert, Ohio native, Matthew Fleming, for the rest of this one. But that's going to be caution number, I don't know, 4. There we go. Caution number 4 here on the evening. We're going to rack them up. They're going to head down pit road. We're going to do it again here, folks. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. We are back here at Iowa, folks. Our 4th caution of the night, the Harpoon Design 155 here with the Flim Dogs Racing League. You're watching the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. William Robbins, your race leader. Frankie Barroso, second, followed by Larson and Tucker. Be sure, folks, click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel. We got 19 fans tuned in, watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. Like and subscribe. Only got 5 likes with 19 watching. The math is not mathing in my head. Pace truck is in. Field is set as they roll into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air. We know these restarts have been sketchy. Let's see if these guys can figure it out and keep those cars rolling as they go into turns 1 and 2. Looking pretty clean to me. William Robbins, your race leader. Josh Larson, Frankie Barroso battling for that second position. We knew it was just a matter of time before that 12 machine of Frankie Barroso found his way up front. Every single week, always finds a way to get up front, and he qualified terribly here tonight. Qualified 11th, but currently up to 2nd. Meanwhile, side by side, Steve Tucker and Brian Burchett battling for the 4th position here. Let's hop on board with Steve Tucker up top. We go up front here. William Robbins, still your race leader. Frankie Barroso knocking on the door here. Let's hop on board. Frankie Barroso in 2nd. Barroso just put down the fastest lap of the session last time around, a 22.80. Definitely one to watch, folks. And if you're just tuning in, I talked about it earlier. Last season, me and Jesse Becker, that's right, this guy in the back, Jesse Becker, currently running 13th. I mean, if that tells you anything, who carried the team to the victory. But nonetheless, we ran the Dale Jr. 400 here at Iowa on iRacing. It is a 400-lap mini stock event. And folks, it is a team race. You have to have 2 drivers and you have to both get in the car and race. And we actually won it, folks. The inaugural race, parked it in victory lane. That thing's coming up here in the next couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. We got one hard to the grass. That's Dennis Hansman. He's junk. We're still green. But nonetheless, before Dennis rudely interrupted me, I carried Jesse Becker to a Dale Jr. 400 victory. And look, you can see Jesse's skill set here at Iowa. He's running 14th right now. So, I mean, what's that tell you? If a team wins and one of the guys is a 14th place racer, the other guy must be pretty good, am I right? But stay tuned for that, though, folks. We might be sharing some more information, see if we can maybe repeat the Dale Jr. 400 this year. But William Robbins, still your race leader with just 90 laps left to go, less than 100 to go. We're almost halfway done, folks. That's right, we're not even halfway done in this race here in Iowa. The Harpoon Design 155 on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Michael Kurdzlik running in the 10th position here in that number 41 machine out of Louisville, Kentucky. Jumping around here, Robert Hassan currently in the 6th. See what Robert Hassan can do the rest of the evening here tonight out of Essexville, Michigan. Not a bad night for Robert. Christian Taylor up to the 8th position. Let's see if he learned his lesson on burning up his tires. My guess is no. William Robbins still the point man. Frankie Barroso second. Josh Larson third, followed by Tucker and Meeks to round out your top 5 here in the Harpoon Design 155 at Iowa Speedway with the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. They're saying a file through most of the field. Looks like these guys, they're going to have to pit again, and my guess is they're going to want to break this stint in half. So I'd say with, I don't know, 60 to 50 laps left to go, you're probably going to start seeing some guys maybe go down pit road. We'll just have to wait and see how this plays out. Chris Essery cruising in the 15th position after being involved in an incident or two earlier. See if Chris Essery can get that 20 machine back up front, or if DeWalt's going to want to maybe drop him as a sponsor. Not too many battles here going on as we pull up the HMS TV battle board. Closest battle on the track looks to be Christian Taylor and Michael Lanphier duking it out. And it looks like Christian Taylor has burnt his tires up, did not learn his lesson. He's looks to be hemorrhaging spots right now. Keep an eye on that 45 car. Steve Tucker, after leading some laps early on, has settled into 4th position. That's where he started on this restart, I believe, so holding on strong for now. But one to watch, Frankie Barroso just waiting to pounce to maybe steal this race win. Hasn't led a lap yet. Michael Kurdzlik trying to look through the field here in the 8th position, looking underneath the 11 car, going to make the pass here pretty quickly, it looks like. That's going to move Kurdzlik into 7th. And folks, we're going to take a quick break. We're going HMS TV side by side. We will be right back. are back here in the Harpoon Design 155. Look out, Christian Taylor locks him up. Caution is out right on cue. Christian Taylor is jumped. Man, that was a scary moment there for these guys. Take a look here. Let's hop on board with Jesse Becker. See what he sees out his front windshield. Boy, that is a scare moment there for Jesse Becker. Locks him up, able to avoid his teammate, who ran out of any talent he had. Christian Taylor, jump. Looks like William Robbins, still your race leader here, heading into lap 103. We're going to wrap him up, head down pit road. There's really nothing else to do here, folks, other than to jump back to break. We got some banging Hutchinson Motorsports TV tunes. You can kick back, relax, and enjoy. We'll be right back. We're in caution number 5.
Racing. We're in the game.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
And we're back here at Iowa. We're going to rack them up, do it again. Looks like Frankie Barroso, your race leader off pit road here. Boy, that is bad news for the field. You never want to give the lead to this 12 car. Frankie Barroso, you might never see it again, especially here at Iowa where it's hard to pass. So we're going to rack them all up here, do it again. Frankie Barroso, followed by Robbins, Morante, Larson, and Tucker, your top 5. Jesse Becker on an alternate strategy. Looks like he got 2 tires down pit road. Let's see how that works out for Jesse Becker. My guess, probably not so good. Take a look here. Dylan Morante, you see, in the 3rd position. He went fuel only on his stop. And then further down, you see Jesse Becker currently sitting in 6th about. Went with 2 tires. Look at the, by the way, on the right side of your screen, we're debuting the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit information board. This is kind of a work in progress, but we think it works pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and share it here tonight. Most of the guys went with 4 tires. But as you can see, you got a couple of fuel-only guys and 2 tire stops and all that good stuff. So we're going to see how this all plays out as the field is set. Frankie Barroso, your race leader, with just 70 laps left to go. In the chat, looks like Bad Sax said that the 45 hit the wall and lost it. Connor Gerard said it could have been a loose wheel. I just think it was a lack of talent, but the pace car is in. Green flag is in the air once again here at Iowa. We're going to see how these alternate strategies work out. We saw Dylan Morante went with fuel only here as he goes up top here, going to get passed by a car or 2. Jesse Becker in that 23 machine right behind Morante, and we got a battle for the race lead between Barroso and Robbins. Side by side, Robbins going to make the pass, makes quick work of Barroso, says, get out of the way, loser. Frankie Barroso's going full tire save mode. He does not want to burn up those tires. Hard racing right here, though. These guys, you could throw a blanket over about 6 or 7 cars. I would not be shocked to see somebody get junked here shortly, as Dylan Morante is struggling with this fuel-only pit stop. Jesse Becker not doing too bad with his 2 tires, though. See if it can hold up, though. Hop on board with bumping around. Jesse Becker currently in the 4th position out of Southport, North Carolina. Josh Larson, your new race leader. I must have missed the battle for the race lead as Josh Larson took back his race lead that he had at the end of stage number 2. Steve Tucker finds himself back up to 7th. And folks, what happened? Frankie Barroso is just dropping like a rock. He has fallen back to 11th. Well, I have no clue what happened to Frankie Barroso. He's slow, he's junk, he's going straight to the rear. Back to 13th he goes. The 12th car is done. 65 laps left to go. Can Josh Larson out of Springfield, Missouri, bring home a big win tonight? We talked to him at the end of stage 2 as he was your stage 2 winner. He was definitely going for the win here tonight, as it is a win and in for the playoffs. Larson wants to cash in. Going back in the field here, Dakota Collins currently in the 9th position out of Kansas City. Let's hop on board here as he's working on the 8th of Dennis Ansman. Folks, a bit of an announcement I have to make. I'm not sure I mentioned it here last week, but nonetheless, on our Tuesday night league, Stars and Stripes series, we're going to a different kind of broadcast. We're going to be doing a delayed broadcast. We're thinking probably Thursday nights we're going to put those out. But folks, that's going to start a week from tomorrow. And yours truly, Blake Hutchinson, is going to be on track. Can you believe it? We're going to be in the Xfinity cars. I'm going to be racing with these boys, and I'm going to give them hell. If I can't beat them, I'm going to wreck them. And then I'm going to be in the booth broadcasting the thing just 2 days later. So you're going to see those races on Thursday nights. Our Stars and Stripes series, Blake Hutchinson on the track. I haven't done a league in like 2 years, folks. I'm going to show them what the GOAT is all about. As Josh Larson continues to lead this race out front with the 5, William Robbins in 2nd. 14 fans tuned in here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You're watching Josh Larson, your race leader, William Robbins 2nd, Steve Tucker 3rd, followed by Thomas Meeks, Jesse Becker rounding out your top 5. Let's go up to our eyes in the sky. The Harpoon Design Blend. Brantley Roden flying that thing up high. Take a look, harpoondesign.com. Paint start at just $25, folks. What a deal. Boy, keep our eyes tuned here as everybody's basically single file through the field. The 2-tire stops working so far for Jesse Becker as he's in the 5th position. Let's see if he can hold on. Connor Gerard in the chat says he'll be rooting for me. Well, I appreciate it, Connor. I'll need it. We're going to kick off the season at Talladega next week. And I'm pretty good at those super speedway races. I'll have a shot there, but man, when we get to road courses or short tracks or intermediates, it's going to be tough. We got some stout competition in the Stars and Stripes series, so I'm basically going to be filling the field. But it's going to be fun nonetheless. We got a battle back here for the 11th position, Landon Bednar's trying to get around the 24 of J.R. Schomburg. Chase in the chat says, is this league every Monday? Yes, Chase, every Monday. It is the Flim Dogs Racing League. You're watching the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. You're watching Josh Larson, your race leader, out front, trying to park this thing in the victory lane. Unfortunately, Chase, they are not taking racers since they're about to enter the playoffs. They don't want to take in any new racers. But definitely feel free to join our Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord. That's where we put all the information for all of our leagues. It is in the description of this video. If you scroll down, I think it's near the bottom. I don't know, it's somewhere. You'll see it. In the description of the video, there's a link to our Discord channel. Go ahead and join. And then we got a tab with all of our leagues and some invites to there and all that good stuff. So if you're always looking for a league, HMS TV can hook you up. Uh-oh, Jesse Becker dropping like a rock, has fallen from 5th to 8th in just about 1 or 2 laps. Those 2 fresh tires he's got definitely look to be hurting him right now. Steve Tucker making a move, taking back to the 2nd position. So that's going to put Tucker into 2nd. Robbins 3rd, followed by Meeks and Kurdzalik, your top 5. 16 fans tuned in right now on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You're watching the Wheels America Racing Cup Series. 52 laps left to go, and these guys might junk it right here. Ansman almost gets into the back of Robert Hassan. They're able to keep it rolling. Jesse Becker looking to make a pass. Looks like they got it figured out. We're back to single file racing here up front. Again, 52 laps left to go. Hard into the wall goes one. But folks, we're going to take a quick break. We will be right back. Finish coming up next is 50 laps left to go. We are back here at Iowa. Short break there as Josh Larson continues to lead the pack out front. 47 laps left to go. Larson with a 3/10 of a second lead on the 1 of Steve Tucker. Been some pretty good, clean racing here tonight. Only a handful of cautions, and 2 of them were planned stage breaks. But the Springfield, Missouri native Josh Larson looking to race his way into the playoffs with this win if he can hold on. Hopping on board in the 7th position, bump and run Jesse Becker, one of my broadcast partners, trying to bring home a top 10 run here at Iowa. I taught him a lot here at Iowa. Again, we were partners in the Dale Junior 400 last year, inaugural winners of the event. carried him to a victory, so he definitely knows a thing or two about this track after watching me log lap after lap and him get dragged along by the coattails to a Dale Jr. 400 victory by yours truly. Dropping back here, Christian Taylor. This guy's running in the 14th spot. He is not very quick here at Iowa, and he has a terrible racing line. Christian Taylor, get on the gas. Chris Essery has worked himself up to 9th, trying to bring home a top 10 run. Boy, it looked like he had no clue what he was doing earlier. Running dead last, ended up junking in a time or two. Has worked himself into the top 10. William Robbins still sitting in a podium spot with just 42 laps left to go. As we pull up the pit strategy board, these guys pit 31 laps ago. With 41 left, I'm trying to think here if they're good on fuel. My guess is they're probably going to have to pit one more time, but I'm not sure. We're just going to have to wait and see how this plays out. If they do have to pit one more time, probably going to want to break this in half here in the next 5 laps or so, but we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out as Josh Larson continues to pace the field out front. Oh, folks, if you heard what I just heard, you're hearing some clutching in here from Josh Larson. He's trying to stretch this fuel a little bit. Maybe he has a shot to make it to the end. See him hold the clutch in there going into the corner. So definitely in fuel save mode. Let's see if Larson can stretch that thing out. Let's go back to Steve Tucker, see if he's maybe doing the same. No clutch being used for Steve Tucker. He is just off the throttle and back on. So it's going to be interesting here, folks. Maybe Josh Larson. Uh-oh! Tucker gets loose off the corner, able to save it, but he's going to lose the spot. No, he's not. Actually, that is a lap car. Dylan Morate, a lap down, unlapping himself. So Tucker's still in second for now. He's going to go back to work on your race leader of Josh Larson. Clean race so far for this guy, Thomas Meeks, the third in the 4th position. He's been basically top 5 all night long in that Wheels America 55 machine. Thomas Meeks, the third. Michael Kurdzlik, meanwhile, in the 5th position out of Louisville, Kentucky. Solid night for him so far. We've seen him right around that 5th spot all night long, looking to make a move on Thomas Meeks for 4th. "36 laps left to go." We're about to see if these guys are going to pit or they're going to stretch this thing out and try to make it to the end on fuel. Steve Tucker has raced back your race leader right back onto the back bumper. Definitely looks to be the faster of the two right now. But again, Larson is in full fuel save mode. He's using the clutch in the corners and everything. Robert Hassan still cruising in the 7th spot with Jesse Becker in 6th. Hassan in that 29 machine. Thinking about dumping that 23 car, Jesse Becker. I certainly would. Looks like J.R. Schomburg has entered the pits, that 24 machine, so he's not going to try to stretch it on fuel. But he was in the back anyway, so we'll just have to wait and see who of our race leaders elects to go down pit road first. If anybody pits, it'd be Jesse Becker. He took 2 tires on that last stop. But we're just going to wait and see as the laps continue to tick away here at Iowa with the Flynn Dogs Racing League. You're watching the Wheels America Racing Cup Series, a Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa. Steve Tucker onto the back bumper of Josh Larson. Can he make the pass? We know it's tough to pass these leaders in the clean air. Let's hop on board with Tucker. Door-to-door battle for the race lead. Larson keeps that high line, gets the exit that he needs to hold on to the lead for now, but Tucker's going to send it in there and take over the top spot as he clears your race leader. So Steve Tucker back to the point, taking back the race lead with just 30 laps left to go. Question is, do these guys all have enough fuel, or is it going to be a tight window? We'll just wait and find out here with 29 laps left to go. Let's take our last quick break of the evening. We'll be right back. And we're back here at Iowa, folks. Still clean and green. 25 laps left to go. Steve Tucker, your race leader. Josh Larson, second, followed by Robbins, Meeks, and Kerzelik, your top five. Right here, we got a battle brewing for the fourth position. Kerzelik making a move on Thomas Meeks. Louisville, Kentucky, trying to get around the San Antonio native of Thomas Meeks III. We are running out of time. Only 23 laps left to go here at the short track of Iowa. Less than a mile around every single time. Steve Tucker trying to bring home a big win. Looks like he is not concerned with saving fuel, so hopefully he's good to go the rest of the way. Appreciate you folks tuning in. Be sure to click that like button on the video for subscribe to the channel. Larry McReynolds has a quick message for you. Go ahead, Larry.
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we are back here with Steve Tucker. Your race leader has a second lead on the field. This thing stays green, and he's got enough fuel Nobody's got a chance. Steve Tucker way out front. It's like the rest of the field, though, all bunched up here. Going to be Larson second, Robbins third, followed by Meeks, Kurzelik, and then Becker right there with those guys. We're on board our sixth place car, Jesse Becker. He's the last one in this front pack here. Kind of a 6-car breakaway pack. Next car back is about another second behind Becker in the seventh position. Looks like Meeks finds his way around the 5 machine of Robbins. Robbins goes from 3rd to maybe 5th. Here's Kurzelik looking to his outside. Robbins going to hold on to that 4th position out of Virginia for now, but Kurzelik looks to his inside, doing everything he can to find a way around that 5 machine of William Robbins as Steve Tucker continues to run away from this pack. But we go back further in the field in the 9th position. Derek Fye out of York, South Carolina, sitting in 9th. He's been top 10 most of the night, involved in an incident earlier. Not too shabby of an evening for him, with Dennis Ansman in 8th in front of him. Uh-oh. Kurzelik off pace here. Might have gotten to the wall just a bit. Gets it back rolling. He's going to give up the position he was in. Falls back to 6th. That's going to move Becker up to 5th for now. Kurzelik was racing hard up there, trying to find a way around Robbins. Looks like he got into the wall a tad. Gives up a spot. But no harm, no foul with just 14 laps left to go this time around. Steve Tucker, your race leader out of Boston, Massachusetts. Let's hop on board. These guys continue to race hard right here. This pack of guys, they've been door to door, giving it their all as Thomas Meeks is taking over that 2nd spot. William Robbins has moved into 3rd. Josh Larson back to 4th. Jesse Becker 5th. So Becker gets around Larson. So Larson way off pace. He led a lot of laps early on. Might have burned up his tires a bit. Boy, been the best race of the season for Thomas Meeks III as he is in 2nd. Got some lap cars coming up on him with fresh tires. Better let him go or he's going to get junked. Don't look now, though. Thomas Meeks III is running down your race leader. Looks like he gained 0.2 of a second the last time around. Let's see if he continues to reel in Steve Tucker in the lead. Don't mind the 11 car there. He is a lap down, trying to get his lap back on the fresher tires. That is Collins in the 11 machine. He's going to make the pass. Multiple laps down. So Thomas Meeks III with 11 laps left to go. Can he make a move on Steve Tucker as he looks down to the bottom? Tucker hard into the wall. New race leader, Thomas Meeks III. Boy, Tucker was slipping there, ends up getting into the wall. Meeks makes quick work of him. Here is William Robbins as we got some more lap traffic coming up with the fresh tires. Boy, some sketchy moves here with the 20 car with the fresh tires. Gets off the throttle as he almost runs over the one of Steve Tucker. Tucker kind of threw a block on him. So he is should be thankful that the 20 checked up for him. And Tucker's going to lose a handful of spots here. So Jesse Becker makes a move, gets around Steve Tucker. Tucker also passed by Michael Kurzelik, so goes from the race lead all the way back to 5th. And I don't think he's done there. So Thomas Meeks III out front, William Robbins 2nd, Jesse Becker into third. Boy, I tell you what, Jesse must have been taking notes whenever I carried him to that Dale Jr. 400 win here at Iowa in a mini stock last year, as he's currently in the third position. Can he hang on to a podium spot? No guarantee, as Michael Kurdzlik in the fourth position is haunting him on that high side. We got some lap cars with the fresh tires, really throwing a wrench in these guys' plans. Keep an eye right here. Closest battle on the track looks to be the one for, well, that's not true. Well, we got some lap traffic here nonetheless. Jesse Becker in third, going to let these lap cars by. 3 of them in one corner going to get around them. Say, get out of the way, Jesse. Michael Kurdzlik, though, in fourth is a battle for position. We're going to hop on board. Door-to-door battle for third with 5 laps left to go. Kurdzlik out of Louisville looking to make the pass on the inside line. He's going to do so. Kurdzlik into the third position. Thomas Meeks continues to lead with 5 to go. He does not want to see a caution. Has a 1.2 second lead. Lap cars coming up on him. He better look out. Christian Taylor might junk him. So more lap cars getting around him. This is sketchy. If you're the race leader, you're getting passed by lap cars all over the damn place, left and right. These guys got the fresh tires. This shows you the difference of fresh tires. We have 3 to go. Race leaders getting passed left and right, but it doesn't matter, because the only one that matters are the ones on the lead lap, and that's William Robbins, about half a second behind him. We're going to hop on board. William Robbins reeling them in quick. Only half a second separates the race leader and Robbins in second. Two laps remain. Thomas Meeks the third out front down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Can he get to the white flag here to avoid any potential cautions? Out of turn 4, looks good in front of him. White flag in the air, no more cautions. Last lap around the speedway here in the Harpoon design, 155. As Meeks looks to have this one in the bag, Michael Kurdzlik blows by the 5 car like he's sitting still. Kurdzlik on a mission. Michael Kurdzlik from third, looking to the back bumper of your race leader. Lap car to the wall, Meeks into the wall, checkered flag in the air. It's going to be Michael Kurdzlik. What a move at the end. Kurdzlik steals the win by 8/100ths of a second. All the way from third to the win. Kurdzlik parks it in victory lane, and folks, that last lap was half a second faster. Kurdzlik ran a 24.44 with Thomas Meeks running a 25.17. So over half a second faster on that last lap. Michael Kurdzlik needed every ounce of it as he parks it in victory lane. What a finish. Boy, where did that speed come from Kurdzlik? Let's get these guys in for an interview. Thomas Meeks has to be heartbreaking to not bring home this win. Let's get William Robbins in here. Actually, first, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. Driver interviews coming up next. We are back here at Iowa. It's time for some interviews. Let's get William Robbins in here. William, Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey.
Hey, good to hear from you again. You know, back-to-back weeks, you put it on the podium, not winning tonight, but has to feel pretty good to bring home a third-place finish here at Iowa. Or not. Somebody just moved him. Hang on. Let me get him back in here. Let's try this again. William Robbins, Blake up in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Blake, how's it going?
Hey, going pretty good here. William, you put it on the podium here tonight. Has to feel pretty good after a great race last week. You followed up with another podium run.
Yeah, man, it was a good run. I was a tough track, for a short track, and found some speed overall. I think we had enough to go win it overall, but just trying to do something there strategy-wise. So tried to save enough fuel to finish out that long run after that caution, and we saved enough to get to the end. But when it was all power, fresh tires, no fuel saving, we had a lot of speed. So I'll take P3. It was a good race. Congrats to Meeks there on that P2, and man, hell of a win for Michael.
Yeah, where did that speed come from there? That last lap, it's just like he turned on the jets there, and I think he was half a second faster than everybody.
I think he must have really been doing a good job at holding on to tire there, because man, I tried to block him, on the bottom, thinking if I just take the bottom here on this last corner, there's no way he's got tire to roll the top, and he blew by me on the top to go after Meeks there. So that was impressive for him.
Definitely so, but hey, congratulations. Big run for you here. William Robbins, your third place finisher. Before you head out, though, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, same as usual. Shout out to the wife again. Let me do this hobby every Monday night. Shout out to Southern Diesel Solutions, and then shout out to Fleming here for putting on this league for us. Shout out to you for broadcasting it every Monday, and then shout out to the rest of my teammates, man. Meeks, Landon, Fleming, Larson, all we're having pretty good runs tonight. So shout out to the whole team. Overall good run. This is it. Regular season's done. We're rolling to the playoffs now. So happy to be locked in, and see what we can do with it.
And how you feeling about next week's playoff opener? I'm trying to see, where are we going next week?
I don't even know where we go next week, man. I'm hoping it's one of my good ones.
Oh, let's take a look. I got the schedule right here. I think we're going to Michigan. Yeah, Michigan. How you feeling about Michigan?
I think Michigan's it's a relatively easy track to drive. It's big, it's wide, it's fast. Just being in the right spots and getting some good track position are going to be important. So we'll look to qualify well, and hopefully mingle on that front group through the whole race, stay clean, and have a shot at a win.
Absolutely. Well, hey, once again, congratulations. Another podium finish, William Robbins.
Thanks, Blake. Take it easy, bud.
William putting it in the third position here tonight. Well, let's get Thomas Meeks in. It has to be a heartbreaking run to not have this win, but a good run nonetheless. Let's get him in here. Thomas, Blake up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man, what a heartbreaking finish out of nowhere. Michael Kurdzlik runs a half a second faster and finds a way to get around you and steal that win at the last moment.
Yeah, I'm upset. I tried my hardest. I had some trouble getting through early on in the run with the teammates, just trying to get around them. I burned it up, and I think I could have probably had a little bit more at the end if I'd have just done it quicker. Probably would have had that win, but it came down to a close finish, I bet. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it was a good show. I did my best, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it was 6/100ths of a second there between you and Kurdzlik. Looked like you got into the wall coming off the corner. Did you maybe step on the throttle a little early there or something?
No, I had no turn. My right front is dead. I knew it the lap before because I was struggling. I was, letting those cars that were faster go by, and I could tell it was going to come down to it. And I know the 5 behind me was holding him up a little bit, but he was just a strong car at the end. He had the better tire.
Yeah, definitely looked pretty sketchy out there. You had about 30 lap cars going around you in like 2 laps, it looked like.
Yeah.
But, hey, nonetheless, a great run for you, Thomas. You were up front all night long. Bring home a big second-place finish. Next week, we're heading into the playoffs at Michigan. How you feeling about that?
I'm sad I'm not in the playoffs, but you know what? I think pretty much almost all the team is. So I'm just going to do what I can to help them from now on. And, maybe we'll get a win before the season's in.
Hopefully so. But, hey, once again, congratulations. Big second-place finish. Before you head out, though, Thomas, you got any shout-outs?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to Shout out to the Wheels America sponsoring this car. Texas Southern Diesel on the 5. We got Wise Owl Wash, Flint Dogs Auto Repair, Oasis Sim Racing. Just a bunch of guys that, on the group and the team that's come on board this season to sponsor these cars. So shout out to them. Shout out to my dad, my wife, and kids.
Absolutely. Well, hey, again, congratulations. Second place finish, Thomas Meeks.
Thank you.
Folks, it's time to get the star of the show in Michael Kurdzlik with, honestly, a legendary last lap. Goes from third to first. Just in a rocket ship out of nowhere. Let's get him in here, see how he did it. Michael Blake up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Hey, what a run. They found some speed out of nowhere, and it's just like you were in a rocket ship those last couple of laps, and you go from third to first on the last lap.
Yeah, I love Iowa, but I knew I'd been lifting early all night, and I was hoping that I was able to save that right front to have a chance there at the end, and it definitely worked out to my advantage.
Yeah, it definitely did. And, it looked pretty sketchy out there. I was talking with Thomas Meeks, and when all those lap cars, there was about 30 of them going around everybody in about a 2-lap span. And you were just kind of, I guess, waiting, licking your chops there.
Oh, yeah, I love Iowa, and once I knew I got a chance, I knew I had that opportunity.
Yeah, well, it definitely worked out for you, and I believe that's going to lock you into the playoffs next week. So how you feeling about Michigan starting it out?
I'm just glad I made it in, but I feel like I think I booted my teammate out, but I think he might have lost out just because of disconnect. But I'm just happy to be in and make it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be a fun one, again, starting it out at Michigan, and it's going to be, 5 weeks. So definitely wish you the best of luck through the playoffs. But, hey, before you head out, Michael, got any shout-outs or anything for our fans watching here at home?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to all the drivers, the fans, and shout out to you broadcasters, and I want to say thanks to everybody.
All right, well, hey, short and sweet. Again, congratulations. Big win here, a clutch win, locking yourself into the playoffs after winning the Harpoon Design 155 here at Iowa. That was Michael Kurdzlik, our race winner. What an upset in the chat. We've got Kerwin Marshall tuned in. He was unable to race, but he saw that ending. And Michael Kurdzlik out of nowhere just kind of stole this one from underneath Thomas Meeks in that 55 machine. Heartbreaking finish. But, folks, he got the job done. Looks like 6/100ths of a second separated these two at the finish. But that's going to round things out for us here tonight, folks. We appreciate you tuning in. Be sure to click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be back here, I believe, a Wednesday night. Going to be with the Superstar ARCA Cup Series on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to finish it out with our patented Hutchinson Motorsports TV intro, outro from our buddies over at Juicy Spider Studios. You can get a hold of them, Juicy Spider Studios on X, formerly known as Twitter. We'll see you next time. Blake Hutchinson signing out.
Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God.
World's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV.
On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green.